Thank you, Michael. Welcome, everyone. Going back through last week's game, I thought it was really exciting to play so well in all phases of the game. I guess something not talked about too much in a positive way is how well and how strong the kicking game has been. And Tressway averages over 52 yards a punt. It's pretty special. And then our kickoffs and kickoff coverage, Tressway doing most of those. Really solid, great coverage. Had him pinned him inside the 20 on like 4 or 5 different occasions. So anyway, it really helps you field position wise to go out and play that way on special teams. And then offensively, I thought Landry Jones had a special day. He and Ryan Broyles again over 100 yards receiving and 12 catches. But other guys stepped up. It was exciting to see guys like Cameron Kinney step up, make some big plays. DeMarco Murray, Moses Madu both ran hard. I thought our offensive line was sharp, really most all day, running and protecting, and taking care of the football is always a big issue. Landry had the one slip, trying to get the ball out quick. I'm sure, again, there's still some learning process there for him to secure that ball, but overall, it's just a really solid day. Very few penalties. We only had one, really foolish penalty. Outside of that, guys really played pretty clean. And then defensively, they did a nice job executing on the first drive. You really give them credit. You watch that drive. It took a long time, a lot of plays, and they were working it and did a pretty good job of it. And we settled in and played some things better than execution-wise, and really played well in the next 9 possessions to help give ourselves a good, strong lead. The coverage was great. We got great pressure to the quarterback. Run defense was solid. Some guys that had, the whole secondary had great games. Jamel Fleming was credited for having a special game. He and Jonathan Nelson. Travis Lewis, another great game. Jeremy Beal up front. But Frank Alexander got good pressure. Adrian Taylor had an excellent game. And Stacy McGee also, were cited for having really good games. So it was good to play well in all phases in a big game and against Florida State. That brings us to this week's game with Air Force and another major challenge when you look at Air Force. Troy Calhoun has done absolutely a great job. You look in a short period of time on how well they're playing. They're coming off a big bowl win. They're really rolling in their first 2 games of the year, beating a good BYU team just a week ago in a strong way, 35-14. They're really a disciplined, excellent executing football team. Everyone talks about their offense. Defensively, a year ago, they led the country in interceptions, I think, with 20. They led the country in turnover margin. And they're doing it, well again this year, playing really good defense, and then offensively they just give you they present a different attack than you're used to seeing with the formations and with all the different options and perimeter plays that they give you. So it'll be a big challenge, not only physically but mentally to be able to execute against them really in all parts of the game. So I guess I would chime in. I know I'm going to be asked. I've been briefed on the entire controversy about home of the Brave and not the Sooners, and I'm totally in agreement with our administration and most everybody that hopefully the people that are singing home of the Brave can surely be louder and stronger than anybody that's saying the Sooners. I have great respect for these young men and all the academies and their service, their commitment, their sacrifice. You have to respect it and appreciate them. And I'll never forget something that really means a lot to me. I was a young coach still in 2001 when we went up to play Air Force and Fisher DeBerry, who I have always looked up to as a coach. You have to if you're in the coaching fraternity. You respect a guy like Fisher DeBerry, his long tenure and of success and doing it the right way and such class. And I'm only 3 years into it, and though we won the national championship, I'm going to play him and our team, after the game, when we played a really good game, and we recognized it as a big game for us because of how difficult they are to play, and played well. And and we're celebrating after the game, and guys are on the field jumping around, and their whole academy, their whole team goes over to their student section and starts singing their fight song. And I really appreciate it. All our players got quiet, stopped celebrating, and just kind of stood at attention and watched them, you know, out of respect, watch them as they sang with their student body, sing their fight song. And Fisher commented to me, you know, a little while after that he really appreciated the class we represented Oklahoma with, the class our players played with, the respect we showed his team afterwards, and that meant a lot to me because again, I'm a guy that really looked up to, still does, Fisher DeBerry and the way he coached. So anyway, hopefully with our people being here and Air Force coming here, we'll surely be loud and singing Home of the Brave and nothing else. I would sure hope that would be the case.
Would you be tempted to take the microphone on Saturday and remind people to do that before the game?
Well, whatever our administration thinks is necessary. I have to be honest, once it comes time to play, my mind's a little bit everywhere but on things but other than the football field, so I probably wouldn't be the best, but I'll do whatever they want me to do, and of course, whatever opportunity I get this week, I'll make sure that I express my opinion.